The She EO Mindset is brought to you by
Hill & Company 12 Event Design.
You are now tuned into the She EO Mindset, bringing you trending topics that will engage you to level up in your business while equipping you to maximize your business opportunities and empower you to boldly step into your business brand and be more visible. This is the She EO Mindset. A CEO is bold, optimistic, vibrant, and successful, leaving a legacy, spreading money-making vibes with a wealth mindset to match her grind. She dreams big. CEOs have no limitations, and when obstacles come, they knock them down gracious. Choosing her own path, a CEO never lowers her aim for someone else's gain. She's wise in her steps. CEOs move in silence, breaking barriers, running businesses, securing the bag, making investments, creating perfect credit. Now that's the CEO Mindset.
Welcome to the She EO Mindset. I'm Nicole Gates, your brandologist.
And I'm Katrina Kimball, your health and wellness consultant.
And we are excited that every week we will be bringing you trending topics that will engage, equip, and empower you to level up in your business.
And today's topic, we're going to be talking about the fear factor in the She EO mindset. We know as business owners, we all deal with fear. But today we're going to be giving you tips and strategies to work through your fears so you can continue to build your empire and continue to build up your business.
So, Katrina, before we dive into our topic, each week I want to start our segment off with a wine of the week. We are all CEOs that are busy and our schedules are just jam-packed with all kinds of things, right?
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, you need to take out a little time for yourself. And Katrina is our coach who is going to help us to do just that.
Absolutely.
So this week, since this is our first show, I decided to do a sparkling wine.
Yes.
And sparkling wine is typically used for celebrations of all kinds. What do you usually use sparkling wine for?
I love sparkling wines. I use them when I'm having brunch with my girlfriends, making mimosas.
Absolutely.
I use it whenever I take time just to celebrate myself, my small victories. Because sometimes we forget to celebrate. We're always waiting for big things to happen. You need to celebrate the small victories. And whenever I have a client, maybe they're opening up a new business, having a ribbon cutting, or maybe they just got closed out a big deal, I always give them a sparkling wine because I think that's a versatile wine that anyone can use.
Absolutely. Shelf life is usually about 2 years, so it's really cool. What you like about the sparkling wine, because I know you like white wines, for my white wine lovers, this particular sparkling wine actually is a blend of Muscat, Pinot Blanc, Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay. Your favorite?
You know, I love Chardonnay. I'm a Chardonnay girl.
Your favorite. So it's really light. It's light and sweet, I would say, for this particular sparkling wine. It goes well. If you look at our table, we have strawberries. Anytime you see a sparkling wine, you always see strawberries, right? You always see chocolate, Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day, weddings, and things of that nature, right? Light cheeses, popcorn, potato chips, just plain chips, or any kind of chips that you like. Also, check this out. Sparkling wine actually goes well with sushi, Chinese food, or anything spicy.
Oh, okay. Never knew that.
So, ladies, go ahead and grab your pen, your journal, and your wine glass. And when we return, we will get started with our topic on what?
We're talking about the fear factor and the She EO mindset. So, ladies, I hope you're going to get excited about joining us. So get your mindset as we get ready to start with the She EO mindset and talking about the fear factor.
The Fruition Complex is a community of forward-thinking creatives and professionals who share a common goal of owning and operating a successful business. The Fruition Complex offers its members access to a collaborative work environment, invaluable networking opportunities, and a list of business development services. Call today, 901-779-2385.
Wine? Because it's not good to keep things all bottled up. Enjoy the lifestyle of all things uncorked, especially when you're wine touring with Gates Uncorked. Gates Uncorked invites you to wind down and host your very own private in-home wine tasting with family and friends. Call 901-466-6703 to book today. Awaken Wellness Consulting mission is to aim, advocate, inform, and motivate individuals to engage in whole person wellness to address real-life challenges. Awaken Wellness Consulting strives to equip and empower individuals in the world to discover whole person wellness. Ready to change your life? Book a consultation at awakenwellnessconsulting.com. At Christy Taylor Consulting, we understand that consulting and coaching is key to your success. We provide insight and creative strategies in the areas of radio, TV, film, and music. We assist creative entrepreneurs and businesses with professional and personal development. Within our media training division, we offer entertainers and executives tailored programs to identify one's personal narrative, craft a compelling message, prep for media interviews, and public speaking. For your client discovery session, go to ChristyTaylorConsulting.com.
5 years, David. The time you served was nothing compared to the time that you weren't here.
I'm out here with both hands tied behind my back, trying to make things right. You a man now? You a man now? You try me. You try me. You try me. Denise! Baby girl.
Hey, they ain't now.
Check my back.
Hey, nothing like that, Pop. They must be.
No!
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates us.
Just like when Nicole was sharing with us about the importance of pairing wine with the right dish and the right snack, and it helps elevate the flavor of the wine, the same thing happens in your work life. When you have a business, you want to make sure you're pairing your business with the right type of partnerships and the right type of relationships. And so those things can sometimes overwhelm you when you're not in the right relationships and you're not in the right partnerships. And it can negatively affect your business. And you become overwhelmed, and sometimes you can even end up shutting down yourself in your business.
And I think sometimes the biggest fear for us is knowing that these things can disrupt our business, how to get back on track and all that good stuff. It can sway us. I think when we talk about the fear factors and we're talking about CEOs and women in business, there are a lot of things that we fear from day one.
Absolutely.
That we allow to stop us from being the best that we can be in our business, right? It affects our brand, who we are, moving forward, making progress. So tonight, I want to really talk about how the fear factor makes that big impact and how it can impact our brand.
Absolutely. And I will be happy to share my personal story when I first decided to start my business. First of all, my first fear was my family, because I was the first person in my family to start a business. Everybody else had 9-to-5 jobs. Everybody was working at a company. So the fact that I wanted to start a business was my first fear.
Right.
And the fact that I kind of got thrown into it, because not only did I get downsized, I got downsized not once, but twice, but 3 times, because everything in human resources was shifting.
Right.
My second fear became the fear of myself, just believing that I could have a business and I deserved to have a business. And then the third fear I had was just the fear of success. I knew what failure looked like.
Right.
I had failed so many times in so many things.
Like so many
I had failure down pat,
Right.
but I had never seen success. So I had a great fear of success. So what about you when you decided to start the She EO Mindset? How did you feel when you got started?
Well, for me, just starting any business, and I've always been in business in some shape, form, or capacity. When I first started my business, my biggest fear was just sticking to my guns, right? I knew my prices. I knew what I wanted to charge. I had terms and conditions and policies in place, but sticking to it was the hardest part, right? Because sometimes we do business with family and we do business with friends, and we're afraid to say, this is my price, and stick to that price, because everybody wants to hook up. Everybody cannot have the hookup, y'all. So if you are in business, stick to your policies. So when I learned to actually stick to my guns and actually, this is my policy, it's written right here.
Yeah.
And I go over the terms and conditions with my clients, right?
Yeah.
It became so much easier. Business became more successful. It was more profitable because I wasn't taking a loss. Sometimes when we do business and we do hookups and we do discounts, we're taking a loss.
Absolutely.
And it's not beneficial for us.
Okay.
So when it comes to your brand, fear cannot be a part of that. Stick to your guns. That is my advice. You probably want to write that in your journal. Stick to your guns. Stick to your guns.
And I think also important for you to write down your journal is remember 3 things about fear. 1 is can call you to action. It'll make you move. Or you need to definitely write it down. When you're going through a business, I find that if you write things down, it loses its power. Fear loses its power when you make it visible. If you write it down, and then
That's
3,
good.
understand that you've been called to do this work and that you can prove people wrong and you prove yourself wrong by just stepping out on faith and doing the business that you've been called to do.
Absolutely. Well, when we talk about fear, and I talk about this a lot to a lot of my clients because I do work with women in business, helping them to build their brand. One of the things that I notice is CEOs tend to self-sabotage. Why do we do that? So after the break, we want to come back and we're going to talk about self-sabotage, what it is and how to get over it.
Okay.
Align Therapy is a full-service community-based rehabilitation clinic specializing in manual therapy. They provide a more personalized experience for their clients. Align Therapy's goal is to help their patients become their best selves. Call 901-877-2244. Royalty Wellness Spa is committed to providing you with a quality service in an intimate and friendly environment. They offer anti-aging medical treatments that improve the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, fill lips, voluminize cheeks, and improve deep folds. They also offer treatments that can improve energy, decrease fat, and improve hair, skin, and nails. Call 901-779-2385. It's time to pop some flair into your style at Iona's Closet. Wonderful clothes and outstanding customer service. A wide selection of casual and consignment clothes for the woman of style at Iona's Closet in Memphis. Hill & Company 12 Event Design. $10.15 Take the Shot Studios offers photography, shooting real-time moments, creating lifetime memories, and videography, connecting the dots, linking the past, creating the tapestry of the future. 10:15 Take the Shot Studios, a visual storyteller in Memphis. The Fruition Complex is a community of forward-thinking creatives and professionals who share a common goal of owning and operating a successful business. The Fruition Complex offers its members access to a collaborative work environment, invaluable networking opportunities, and a list of business development services. Call today, 901-779-2385. Make a statement without saying a word. Neckology 101 is a leading provider of eclectic and unique neck art in the form of jewelry. They provide an unparalleled selection of quality products, an easy shopping experience, expedited shipping offers, and exceptional customer service. Check out their collection online today.
The 7 deadly sins of self-saboteurs. 1. Self-saboteurs focus on the negative and ignore the positive. 2. Self-saboteurs allow fear to guide their thoughts, plans, and actions. 3. Self-saboteurs focus on the past. 4. Self-saboteurs feel that deep down inside they don't measure up. 5. Self-saboteurs settle. 6. Self-saboteurs drive people away. 7. Self-saboteurs are masters at procrastination.
Are you a saboteur? Ask yourself that question. We talked about self-sabotage and why CEOs get caught up in doing this, right? Self-sabotage is simply just wrecking your own plans. And why in the world would we ever do that, right?
Yeah.
We don't do it intentionally.
No.
A lot of times we don't know that we're doing it. So how do we fix that?
Well, I think the first thing we have to do is be clear about what is your intention and what is your purpose for the day. A lot of times people roll out of the bed and they just go.
Right.
And that's not really how it works.
Yeah.
Like you said, you are your brand.
Right.
And so you have to be mindful and intentional what you're putting your time, your energy into. And I think a lot of reasons why women tend to self-sabotage themselves is that we just don't believe in ourselves. We don't think we deserve it. And I don't know where that has come from, but I still see the same thing that women are talking about that I heard my mom talking about from the 1930s. Sure. It just continues in every generation of understanding that I deserve to be happy, I deserve to be successful, and that I can be. So it starts with your intention and your energy and where you're putting it into.
And I deserve money.
Right? Yeah.
I deserve to go shop.
Yeah. I deserve my sparkling wine. So yeah,
absolutely. So I think part of the She EO mindset and where it kind of birthed from was just really helping women to realize that yes, you deserve the best. Yeah. And you don't have to go and punch a clock every day. And you don't have to conform to all of these different rules.
Absolutely.
Set your own pace.
Yep.
Set your own limits. Make your own money, right?
Yeah. And I think the problem we have, because women are natural nurturers. We tend to take care of everybody. We put everybody before us. But what we have to do is we have to step back and we have to do an assessment. You know, when we was in school, we always have these assessments to see where you are. You need to assess the people that are sitting in the front row of your life.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we give people access to us just because they're family.
Yes.
And that's not necessary.
No.
You have to earn a space on the front row of my life. You know, like you, for example, me and you've been friends for a long time. And I know that if I have a challenge, I know you're going to help me work through it and push me through it. Sometimes we allow people to have a front seat in our lives and they don't contribute anything to you. So we have to be mindful of who we're allowing in our space, what they're bringing into our space, and what we are allowing them to contribute and affect our business. Because what we don't understand is that whether that person is positive or negative, it's going to show up in your business somewhere. It's going to show up in you. It's going to show up in your business.
When you least expect it and when you don't want it to show up.
Yes.
You know, I often talk to my ladies and I have to let them know that sometimes the people that's in your front row, because we automatically think family, right?
Yeah, we are.
Sometimes you have to distance yourself from family, from friends. You know who is your cheerleader. You know who's the negative nanny, you know, negative Nancy in your ear, right? They always have something to say. Well, why do you want to do that? But we do that to ourselves as well. I don't deserve this. I don't have time for it. We start making excuses, right? Yeah. And I heard somewhere, and I love this saying, that excuses are well-planned lies.
Yeah, and I also share with people that have businesses, you got to be mindful that you can't share $1 million dream with somebody that's satisfied making $10 an hour.
Absolutely.
Because that's not even in their preview. They can't even see that far.
Right.
So when you decide to become a She EO mindset, I think the first thing you have to do is start building your front row. Start building the people to be around.
And you might have to scrap who you already have, right? And they might have to go to the wayside, and it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, they can be your friends that you kind of hang out and you kick it with, but when it comes to business,
you have to
level up. You got to level up.
And I think that's where we make mistakes that sometimes we try to connect our personal lives with our business life.
Right.
Those are two separate things.
Very separate.
You have to have a separate group to support the separate endeavors in your life.
Absolutely.
And you go to the people that are the expertise.
You know, Katrina, I have a poem that I read some years ago, and it's talking about the people in the front row of your life. So after we come back from the break, I want to tap into that a little bit. Yeah. Let's dissect it and break it down for the audience. You'll want to definitely take notes on this.
Absolutely.
Make a statement without saying a word. Neckology 101 is a leading provider of eclectic and unique neck art in the form of jewelry. They provide an unparalleled selection of quality products, an easy shopping experience, expedited shipping offers, and exceptional customer service. Check out their collection online today.
At Christy Taylor Consulting, we understand that consulting and coaching is key to your success. We provide insight and creative strategies in the areas of radio, TV, film, and music. We assist creative entrepreneurs and businesses with professional and personal development. Within our media training division, we offer entertainers and executives tailored programs to identify one's personal narrative, craft a compelling message, prep for media interviews, and public speaking. For your client discovery session, go to ChristyTaylorConsulting.com.
"5 years, David. The time you served was nothing compared to the time that you weren't here."
Look, I'm out here with both hands tied behind my back, trying to make things right. Denise! No.
Hi, I'm Rod Kirby, and I'm a screenwriter, director, and producer here in Memphis, Tennessee. After completing my last short film in 2016, an interesting idea popped into my head. What if a father and son had to fight for their lives after the rapturing of the saints? The Bible talks about an event where believers are spared from destruction and the horrors of the end times. This event, the rapture as it's commonly known, sees Jesus return to earth, taking believers with him and leaving sinners behind to face the apocalypse. I started working on the script for this idea during the summer of 2016. However, I got stuck on developing a proper ending and let it sit on the shelf for 3 years. Since then, I've been working full-time as a corporate videographer, producing other projects within the Memphis film community, and I earned my master's degree in entertainment business from Full Sail University. Now, while things were going well professionally, artistically, I was in a rut. I had a burning desire to finish the script, but I didn't know how. Then, something miraculous happened. The perfect ending for the film came to me in a dream. I woke up, started jotting down ideas, and before I knew it, I was ready to dive in and finish the story. The Prayer is a faith-based drama and thriller that follows the story of a man whose wife and daughter are taken to heaven during the rapture. He's left behind along with his son to pick up the pieces after they're gone. Years later, they must fight for their lives when they're visited by a partially blind psychopath who infiltrates their home by impersonating a minister. The Prayer is a dark and gritty exploration of what happens when we're forced to confront our sin and what it takes to earn redemption. After finishing the script last year, I saved a little money to start production on The Prayer. We were able to shoot the first half of the film early this year. Now we need your help to finish production in order to submit our project to film festivals. We need money for additional casting, production costs, and finishing funds for post-production. I want to personally invite you to join us in the making of The Prayer. If you're a fan of faith-based films like the Left Behind series, thrillers like Frailty, or tense family dramas, then this is the movie for you. We're raising production funds with the help of a platform called Seed and Spark. We have to raise 80% of our funding goal in order to receive money to complete The Prayer. Please consider pledging just a few dollars to help us reach our goal. Thanks for watching.
Before the break, we were talking about this poem that I absolutely love, right? I had it hanging in my office when I used to teach. It was hanging on my bulletin board because I thought it was so incredibly important and I felt like everybody needed to read it. So it starts off and it says, life is like a theater, right? That you have to invite your audience.
You have to
You
invite.
have to invite your
Invite
audience.
them. That's the
and
key
be
part.
careful about who you're inviting, right? So what do you, I mean, like, what does that say to you?
Well, what that says to me is that it's all about making sure you know who you want in your space. When you send out invitations, you're very intentional about who you want to invite, whether it's a party or whether it's any type of celebration. You have a guest list. And you put on the guest list the people that you truly want to be there.
Right.
And what I share with people is whenever you're considering who you want in your space, I tell them, think about if this was your last day, who would be the people you'd want to have those conversations with?
Wow.
That will let you know who really supposed to be in your front row. Because
that may not be mom and dad.
It may not be mom and dad. I mean, and I'm not being cruel, but sometimes we take our families and we think intentionally, okay, they automatically get a pass.
Right.
They don't automatically get a pass because, again, depending on your background, your growing up and how you were raised, they may not be able to feed into you in this season, especially when you're growing a business. And again, like I said, you can't always share that with someone that does not have the mindset of an entrepreneur.
Well, the next part says that those people that you invite to your front row, they need to be healthy.
Yes.
Right? So when I think about that, I always think about people that are toxic. We got to start thinking about these toxic people that are in our circle. They might be in your favorite 5. Pay attention to those people.
Absolutely.
These people are the ones that's always talking you down, They never have a good thing to say. You really need to pay attention to that. And sometimes that is mama, daddy, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, cat, dog, fish, whatever. Choose your weapon, right?
Yeah.
And it says that some people deserve to be loved from a distance.
Absolutely.
So it means you have to be okay with getting rid of these people.
Absolutely.
Not totally,
well,
but you put them to the side. Right?
We have this saying where, we've been taught, you should meet people where they are. Yes, I agree. You should meet people where they are. But if that person is not ready to move forward, you need to leave them right where they are.
Right.
And it does not mean you don't care about them.
Absolutely.
But we all have a journey on this life. We all have been called to do certain things.
Sure.
And everybody can't go with you.
Everybody
and it's okay. It does not mean you don't love that person. It does not mean you don't respect that person. But when you are building a business, no one wakes up and say, I want to have a business because I have nothing else to do today. I want to go out here. I want to create a business plan. I want to take out a loan. I want to put all this money and energy into something, not to see it be productive. Mm-hmm. So what we have to do specifically as women, we have to make sure not only are we financially sound, but that we're also mentally and emotionally sound. Absolutely. And that's where the wellness piece comes in. You have to be well in order to do the work you've been called to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So it says that imagine what you can accomplish if you get rid of the people that are distracting, that are toxic, that are draining and negative, incompatible. We don't look at those things. When we talk about business, a lot of times we're looking at who can pay me.
Yep.
All business is not good business, right? There are some clients that I turn down because I simply do not want to work with them.
And we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to know that there may be a project that comes along that's just not a good fit for you.
Right.
I believe in what they call good to great. Sometimes you got to let go something good until something great comes along.
Amen.
Everything is not for you. And it's okay if you decide that, right now I need to focus on this one project and put my energy into this and make sure that this goes well, because you never know if that's going to open the door to another project. And when it comes to our relationships, it's not about good and bad. And that's one of the things I think we should really try to shift in our communication. It's about people that are healthy and unhealthy for you.
Absolutely.
Good and bad is not just a relative term, but healthy and unhealthy, you know what works for you.
So the bottom line is we have to get over our fears.
Absolutely.
Get rid of the things that are toxic and get around people that simply do this, motivate us.
Absolutely.
So as we close the show, I want to remind our audience to always take time to wind down. And as Katrina and I close out our show, we're going to do a little cheer. Cheers.
Yes.
Take time to wind down.
Absolutely.
We want to always remember where we started, celebrate where we are, and focus on where we're going. And you know what? Trust the process.
Absolutely. Trust the process. So we invite you to come back and join us next week as we continue the She EO Mindset. We're going to be talking about next week, are you mindful or is your mind just full?
The She EO Mindset is brought to you by
Hill & Company 12 Event Design.